Want to deal more damage than the rivers of blood? Well, today I bring to you guys the most OP fire bleed build after patch 1.06. This build is not only going to take down foes really fast and with a punch, but also is going to be dealing two things: blood loss and also fire damage, in which we are going to be taking advantage of both. And also we are going to be moving really fast, taking down anyone in Elden Ring. If you like how that sounds, a like is much appreciated. And also if you're new to the channel, also if you are into Souls game, we are going to be bringing you guys full coverage of Thamisia, a game that's coming out on August the 18th. So do keep your inbox open for those videos. Now let's dive into this OP fire blade build. We are going to be focusing on one weapon, and that is the Margotts Curse Sword. And you may be asking yourself, why are we going to be doing that, Tron? Well, one of the reasons why is due to the latest patch 1.06. Because in this patch, the curved swords were pretty much made OP. And I just want to bring a build for you guys, so you guys are able to take advantage of that, because this sword now not only does it deal a lot of damage, but it also is a lot faster. So what the patch did, it says increase the motion speed of strong attacks and charge attacks. So what does this weapon does? One of the things is this is a strong attack. So as you guys see, that's pretty fast now, and it also does the charge attack, which is the special skill in this weapon, which does two different unique attacks, which makes this weapon very OP. Not only are we going to be taking care of fire and also bleed, which also puts this weapon into another tier. We're talking about S tier, boys. Also about this weapon, it says that it reduces the time it takes for rolling to become possible after an attack. So meaning if someone hits you, you are going to be able to roll out and pretty much deal an attack much faster, much better. So overall, this weapon is just going to be an amazing weapon. Now let's put this into a S tier build and show you guys what exactly you guys need to do. So next we are using the white mask, because we are going to take advantage of the Margotts Curse Sword, which is going to be the passive effect of cost blood loss buildup of 85. That is a lot. And also with the Dragon's Communion Seal, which is arcane scaling, which is the weapon, it is also going to be making it really nice and effective the way we are going to be optimizing this. And then we are just going to be using the fingerprint armor. The only reason why I'm using this weapon is two reasons. One is because of the poise. It gives me about 36 poise altogether, which is not bad. If you are able to get it to 50, it's even better. But have in mind, this is 150 level build, and I'm also going to be showing you guys at the end, if you guys want to know in regards to PvP, check out towards the end. I'm pre-running you guys the different settings for a level 150. And on top of this, we are also going to like the way this fingerprint armor does. What it does is it gives us more robustness for this type of armor, which is amazing. Then we are going to be using the Shards of Alexander, which is going to greatly boost our attack power. You can get this by completing the entire Alexander quest line, and you are going to be able to acquire him. And then next we are going to be using the Korean Flingry Crest. The reason why, because this is going to lower our FP consumed by skills. And one thing that this Margotts Curse Sword does is that it does take a lot of FP. So right now it's at FP cost 15. Now, if we were not to be using this talisman, you guys will see how much it's going to be. It's going to be 20. So we are going to be saving a bit on the FP, in which we are going to be using this weapon skill a lot. So we got to make sure we have plenty of FP to be able to use that. Where can you get this weapon? Not one of the ways you can get this. Where can you get this talisman? One of the ways is by purchasing from the War Counselor as part of the Blaze quest line. You can also purchase it from the Twin Maiden husk at the round table hold after you offer the Ligi's Bell Bearing. So that's the only two ways you guys are able to get this talisman. Now, the next talisman is going to be the Ritual Sword Talisman. I did a couple of tests and I came to a conclusion that the Ritual Sword Talisman is a lot better than the Fire Scorpion Talisman. Even though the Fire Scorpion Talisman does work better with this build because it helps with the fire. Unfortunately, the sword itself is not a full fire like the Rivers of Blood. So we are not taking advantage of that second hit. It's just a skill. It's not a second attribute. So we are going to be using this because it's going to raise our power by additional 20%, which is a lot. And by using this talisman, you increasing at least 100 points in your damage that you're dealing just about anyone. Now, where can you get this? This one is going to be located in the Lot's Ruin in a chest after defeating the boss Demi-Human. So pull up your map, and this one is going to be located in this section, which is right here. Now you guys know where it is, and you can get that. Next, we are going to be using the following talisman, which is going to be the Lords of Exaltation, because we are taking advantage of the Bloodlust Vicinity increases attack power. And this one drops from the Asgard Priest of Blood in the Landel's Catacombs. And where can you get this? Pull up your map, and we are going to be all the way down here, and it's going to be located here in the Catacombs, Lindel Catacombs. You are able to acquire this talisman. Now let's keep going, and we are going to be using now what's in our Flask of Wondrous Physics. One is going to be the temporarily boosting our fire attack, which is going to be the Flame Shrouding Cracked Tear. This one is going to help with the skill of the weapon itself. This cracked tear is going to help us, especially with the unique skill of this curved sword, which is the Cursed Blood Slice. It says brace, then charge forward to deliver a downward diagonal slice. The bloodier trail of blade is followed by a burst of flame. So we are going to be taking advantage with the cracked tear for an additional 3 minutes. Is going to help us. And then next is going to be the Storm Bar Cracked Tear. This one is going to temporarily make stance break easier. So if you have any issues with any boss or any foe and they don't go down very easy, so that cracked tear is going to help you take down bosses and bring them down to their knees a lot easier. So now the Margotts Cursed Sword can be acquired by the remembrance of the Omen King. Once you defeat him, the sword is going to be yours. And this one, it's very nice because you are able to acquire this weapon. Not only did this strong move get improved because it's a lot faster now, and also the light attack as well. And on top of this special skill, not like with every other weapon, if you are running, you are going to be having a different move to the weapon itself, which is going to make it very, very OP. Now, how do you make this even stronger to an S tier level? We are going to be using Flame Grab Me Some Strength. Now, this one's going to go perfectly, guys, with our Flame Shrouding Cracked Tear, because for 3 minutes, we are going to be OP, and that is going to increase the fire within that incantation. And then next, we are going to be using Golden Bow, which is going to give us a buff in our offense for an additional 3 more minutes. And then we are just going to be using the Lightning Spear because, you know, just in case we need to keep any foes from far away, or if they're shooting us with any spears or any arrows, then we are able to just use that and take them down. But mostly this sword is the one that is going to be doing the damage, the fire bleed damage that you guys want. Now for PvP at 150, what I would do is a couple of things. One, I would remove the Ritual Sword Talisman, and what I would do is I would add the following talisman, which is going to be the Bull Goat Talisman, because this one's going to provide you with more poise, and it's going to allow you to exchange damage or exchange hits between your opponent. And the next one, what I would do is I would remove the Cariam Filgrid crest, and what I would add is the following talisman. This one, especially because it's going to give you a couple things. One, it is going to raise your maximum HP, stamina, and equip load, which is going to be the Erdtree Favor +2. Now let me show you guys what the character status is for level 150. Vigor is going to be 35, mind 30, endurance 20, strength is going to be 15, dexterity at 45, intelligence at 9, faith at 25, arcane at 50. Now if you guys see there, arcane and dexterity are pretty much almost the same. Why is not my arcane at 80? Well, done a lot of tests, boys, and it's just that this sword really procs fire and bleed much better when you have it at 50. When you do it at 80, it really doesn't help that much. I mean, you're not gaining much out of it, but you are actually gaining more if you have an arcane dexterity put together build for this sword. It just works wonderful. It's a lot faster, it deals more damage, and overall the weapon is just more OP for the patch 1.06. Now, is this curved sword better than the Rivers of Blood? I would have to say, in my own personal opinion, yes, it is. After update 1.06, this sword becomes very OP, and it does replace, I would have to say, the Rivers of Blood. Now, if you guys are questioning it, why are you even saying that? It's even crazy. Well, take a look at this video that is popping out now. I've done an intensive test of the Rivers of Blood update 1.05 versus the 1.06, and let me tell you guys, 50% decrease on damage for the Rivers of Blood. My goodness, it's crazy, it's crazy. So I'll leave you guys with that. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, and also if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscription button because we got more Elden Ring videos coming out for you, and also more Timisia videos coming out this month. Once again, thank you. We'll see you on the next one.